Hello guys, today we are going to see four most important things that you must know while you are doing your car service. So those four things are the following. So while doing your car service, you must know that you must replace the following. You must replace your oil filter, fuel filter, engine oil, and you check your air filter if they are working correctly. You see those synthetic papers of your air filter if they are still together as normal or working filter. If it has been separated, it means that air filter also must be replaced. So let's see those four things step by step until we finish our car service. So stay tuned for following those steps. So let's start our work by unscrewing the nut of the oil pan or oil reservoir so that the oil are just going to be removed from the oil pan, and then it goes on something that you have been prepared as the expired oil. As you see, the expired oil or expired engine oil is now just being removed from the engine. So after removing this engine oil, we are going to remove this oil filter. As you see, there is oil filter and fuel filter, but especially as you see on your screen, I'm just going to remove this oil filter as the other step which is following. I'm just going to use my hands. As you see, I'm unscrewing my oil filter so that I could replace it because it has been fulfilled with waste. I'm just going to add the new one so that my engine must work properly or correctly. You see as expired filter. So let's continue with other steps. After removing the oil filter, the third thing is to replace the fuel filter. It means that while the car have traveled for certain period, it means that the filters sanction the fuel from the reservoir. It means that it sunk those fuel containing those waste or other different particles. Those particles are now just then they remain in the fuel filter on those synthetic papers. So this means that you must change the fuel filter so that our engine could sink the fuel filter which is green. The fourth thing that you must check is the air filter. You see that our air filter has their synthetic papers which are separated. This means that our air filter has been damaged. It should be replaced because those synthetic papers are now separated. They are not able to stop those dust or other particles which are going to be sanctioned by those air from the atmosphere. It means that you must use the synthetic papers or air filter which has the synthetic papers which are mm, being together as you see this new one. Yes, guys. So you see that we have this filter. This is the old filter or filter which has been damaged. This filter have those synthetic papers. You see these synthetic papers has been damaged. You see those synthetic papers are now separated, but the working air filter must have those synthetic papers which are being together. So this one must be replaced. You have also decided to replace because it has been damaged. So now let's see the new one which are going to be used. You see that those synthetic papers are just being together. You see those papers are together as you see. Thank you. Let's continue. So after checking those four things, we are repeating the operation with the new equipment. You see that I'm just fixing my oil filter so that my engine will be safe. I have added with the new engine oil. I put my new oil filter. It means that my engine is just going to suck oil from the reservoir, which is clean, then it pass through those oil filter, which is clean. Also, the other thing, you must change the fuel filter as it is indicated so that the engine is capable for sucking the fuel, which is clean, because they are going to pass through the fuel filter, which is clean. Then the fuel is just going to enter through the engine without having waste. We must we must also check about the air filter. The air filter must also be clean with those synthetic papers which are just together as we have seen before, so that our engine is just going to operate with the normal position and having great strength. So those four things are most important. If you follow them, your engine is just going to be safe, having a great strength. So thank you. See you soon. We are going to continue with the other different